Hello, I'm a truck.
I'm a truck driver. Been doing it for 4 years.
Years later, a doctor will tell me that I have an IQ of 48 and am what some people call mentally retarded.
The most asked question I get is, where is my favorite place? And I'm gonna say that it was Chattanooga, Tennessee. It's beautiful. If you ever get the chance, you should experience it. The second question I get asked the most is, which is the place I like least? Now I'm gonna say this, a lot of people are gonna be like, why? And I'm like, it's just my experience. I hate Albuquerque, New Mexico. I think it sucks. I think the driving out there is horrible. I think the people out there are dumb as a box of rocks, and I can't stand the place. It is one of the worst driving situations I've ever been in, ever. And I've driven through LA, I've driven through Albuquerque. For me, even though it's small, is one of the worst fucking places I've ever driven in.
You're right, there are two sexes. The one I have with your dad, and the one I have with your mother.
This truck stop's usually full up in the morning, but today it's completely empty. So that's pretty cool, man. Yeah, so I'm like right in Fraser Park, which is off the 5, the main route to Los Angeles.
Is to always use your fingers to rub the seasoning.
It's like you start out in Bakersfield at 99, but it turns into the 5. And I think it's crazy. It's like the only major route to Los Angeles is the 5. Multiple ways to get there from Bakersfield, but you know, if the 5 is down, which it happens sometimes, like you get screwed, and then you have to take one of these other like little routes, and they take fucking forever. So yeah, I'm about to fill up right now. Fucking cool right here. Your options for trucking are going to be either you can either enroll in classes.
Studies division, this is going to be tough.
Man, I'm so nervous. I mean, first and second grade were easy, but social studies division, this is going to be tough.
And you can take the class and you can pass with the DMV. No, it'll take them 2, maybe even 3 months because they've had to retake the test.
Way. A, jam on the brakes and back up. B, make a quick U-turn. C, go on to the next one. Correct.
I'm retarded?
And I would actually suggest you take as long as you need before you get back out there. Because like once you start rolling, you're never really going to stop until you become local, if you're lucky, if that's what you want to do. And if you don't, and you want to get all those miles and you want to go around the country, more power to you, man, because it is a hard life to maintain. I did it for 3 years. I'm not saying it's impossible because obviously I did it. Lots of guys do it. I've known guys who've done it for 20 years.
Might point out, when I went to Dearborn, driving that, was up there. I don't know, man. I think the press thought I was crazy. I enjoyed it so much going up.
I can't imagine doing it for that long, but they keep running, man. They make that money, and that's the thing. It's like, I would like to say that it's a very lucrative job, but unfortunately it's not. We know the reasons why. We know who's out there running the trucks right now.
We used to put poop in a jug.
So that's what all those dirty water jugs are about.
Richard! Candace,
I thought I'd find you here.
What are you doing here?
I thought I'd find you here at the old glory hole.
I thought I told you to wait in the car.
30 cents, 20 cents a mile. I've heard crazy shit about dudes getting $300 checks and being happy about it.
Oh, a nickel. You see this? I quit.
I make about, I mean, me personally, a lot of people don't like talk about what they make. I don't blame them. Sometimes I'll make $800. I'll be like, what the fuck? But I missed a day. But it's like I run my ass off. I work through LA every day. Right now, LA is experiencing riots. I work through the fire. You know, it's not the worst situations I've ever been in. If you're gonna get out there, I would recommend you have balls of steel. And you know, when I say that, I don't mean not for women, because plenty of women are truck driving.
It is ma'am. You need to settle down and mind your business, okay?
It's time to join your little friend.
Correct. It looked like this.
Right now, and they're doing a great job. But you have to be like on top of things. You have to be smart. You know, if you want that $100,000 a year that they're always promised. And that's another thing I want to touch on too. You also have the option of like working for a company that will pay for your schooling. They'll ship you out and you'll stay at a hotel.
Eight. Let's go see the entire hotel, shall we? I'll take you on a quick tour.
Well,
and then you can all get back to your Suckfest.
We're not here for a Suckfest. We're here for the convention. There's been a little mix-up, which is why.
Okay, I like convention too. Look at me, I'm at a convention. A fucking Suckfest convention here at International Inn. Hey, assholes! More assholes for your big Suckfest tonight.
It'll usually be like the shittiest hotel that you've ever stayed in, and you'll be in indentured servitude for probably, I think it's 2 years that they want you to work for them without paying it back off. They're gonna give you like a very low rate, probably about like 45 cents a mile maybe, and you'll be running with that for at least a year. You know, you always get incentives. Some of these companies that actually ship you out will treat you better than a company that if you're like a 10-year driver. So, I mean, take it for what it is. If you're in dire needs of getting a CDL, like, and you need a place to stay, like, they'll just put you in the truck and they'll start running you. So, you can always do that if you don't want to pay for the school. I would pay for the school. I think it's a way better option. You usually make more. Like, because no one's taking money out of your pocket.
One eternity later.
I'm gonna come.
There we go.
You will?
Now you this side.
You will?
Not.
Luckily for me, the last year I've driven locally. I've caught my brakes on fire. I've had people collide with me with their truck. You know, I mean, I've always walked out unscathed.
I'm Fire Marshal Bill Burns, and nobody likes a quitter.
I was very rarely ever the issue. Every once in a while, you know, like, I mean, you go downhill fast, things happen. But I've never really caused an accident, you know, besides being caught in the snow one time, which I got charged with an accident, which I think is bullshit. I did get a cell phone ticket about 2 years ago, which still counts on me to this day.
May I have a little kiss before you go?
Not. Not.
Sometimes people ask me, like, if I miss being over the road. And there's times, you know, like I miss Texas. Texas is great. It's not perfect, but I love it for its little things. I love, like, all the barbecue stands. My biggest thing about Texas that I loved was you would go inside a gas station and they would give you catfish.
Shell Station and Mini Mart has been serving it hot and crispy for 16 years now.
So what would be the most popular thing in the case?
The catfish, definitely number one. The catfish.
And, like, you get catfish real cheap, and it would always be, like, phenomenal. If I get catfish here, it's like 20 bucks for a plate, and it's usually not that great. I don't know what they do at all these gas stations, but it's always, like, perfect. It's one of the things I miss a lot. A lot of times people ask me what's the craziest thing I've seen while driving. (10 to 15 near-death experiences). I remember at first I would get real shaky and nervous and grab the wheel and, you know, like, just try to maintain. You know? And then now it's like someone will cut me off last second, I'll slam on the brakes. I'm like, get the fuck out of the way, and I'm cool. You know, it doesn't even bother me anymore. Like, I've almost driven off a cliff, so I'll just be like, you know, try to keep it going, because what else can you do, man? You just gotta make that money. Typically, yes. You might find a company that'll put you on locally, or at least semi-locally, to start out with. But for the most part, most companies won't hire you without 3 months of experience. If you've got nothing, and your life is, like, kind of in shambles, and you want to start a new career, I would take that 3 months over the road.